The one thing. The concept of focusing on one primary goal for success is emphasized in a scene from the movie City Slickers, where the character Curly advises focusing on one thing to find the secret of life. This idea resonates with the author's own experience. Facing challenges in his company, he realized the importance of concentrating on a single critical task, finding 14 key people to transform his organization. This led to significant growth and success. The principle of going small, or focusing intensely on a singular goal, is highlighted as a powerful strategy for achieving extraordinary results. The author stresses that trying to do too much can lead to spread thin efforts and mediocre outcomes. Success comes from doing fewer things but with greater focus and impact. This approach aligns with the idea that narrowing one's focus leads to the best chance of success in any endeavor. 2. The domino effect. On Domino Day, November 13, 2009, in the Netherlands, a world record was set when over 449 million dominoes were lined up and toppled, unleashing significant energy. This event illustrates the concept of potential energy in dominoes, where lining up and toppling a single domino can trigger a powerful chain reaction. Furthermore, it was discovered that a domino can knock over another domino 50% larger than itself. This principle creates a geometric progression, demonstrating that starting with a small action can lead to increasingly larger impacts. This concept is applied to achieving extraordinary results in life. Success is seen as sequential and geometric, where consistent effort in doing the right thing leads to accumulating successes over time. This approach emphasizes that success in any area, such as knowledge, skills, accomplishments, or wealth, is built over time, one step at a time. 3. Success leaves clues. The concept of the one thing is that focusing intensely on a single goal or task leads to extraordinary success. This principle is evident in various aspects of life and business. Successful companies often thrive on one key product or service, like KFC's secret chicken recipe or Intel's microprocessors. This focus allows for profound success and transformation, as seen in Apple's evolution of product focus over the years. Similarly, in individual lives, the impact of one person, one passion, or one skill is profound. Walt Disney's passion for animation, Sam Walton's support from his father-in-law, and Oprah Winfrey's professional guidance from Jeffrey D. Jacobs are examples of how one significant influence shapes success. Passion often leads to skill development, as seen in the lives of individuals like painter Pat Matthews and runner Gilbert Tuhabanye, emphasizing that extraordinary results often come from a singular focus. Bill Gates' life exemplifies the one-thing concept through his passion for computers, partnership with Paul Allen, and focus on Microsoft. Later, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation concentrated its efforts on global health and vaccines, demonstrating the power of a singular focus. In today's world of abundant choices and information, the one-thing approach suggests that the path to more is through focusing on less. This means making deliberate choices about where to concentrate efforts and energy. The principle contends that success, at its core, begins with determining and committing to that one crucial thing. 4. Everything matters equally. In the pursuit of success, it's crucial to recognize that not everything holds equal importance. In a world where results matter, unequal distribution of effort and focus is key. The concept of prioritizing tasks is central to effective decision-making, especially when overwhelmed by numerous responsibilities. Adults, unlike children who follow set routines, must make choices about what to do and when. Making good decisions is crucial as life becomes more discretionary. To-do lists, while useful, can mislead by including tasks that seem urgent, but are actually of little importance. Achievers, on the other hand, focus on priorities, understanding that not all tasks contribute equally to success. This approach is based on Pareto's principle, which states that a minority of efforts lead to the majority of results. This principle suggests that focusing on the most impactful tasks can lead to extraordinary results. The challenge is to go beyond the general 80-20 rule and identify the most critical task, the one thing that will make the most significant impact. This approach requires saying no to less important tasks and concentrating on the most vital one. Success is about doing what matters most, not just completing a list of tasks. This mindset involves understanding that success is sequential, and focusing on the most impactful activities will lead to the desired results. 5. Multitasking. Multitasking is a widely accepted practice, often seen as a desirable skill, but research shows it's actually counterproductive. Clifford Nass, a professor at Stanford University, discovered that high multitaskers are less effective and perform poorly across various measures, debunking the myth that multitasking increases efficiency. In reality, multitasking is an illusion, as humans can't focus on two things at once. Instead, we switch between tasks, which reduces efficiency and increases the likelihood of errors. The human brain can handle certain automatic tasks simultaneously, but when it comes to tasks requiring focus, we can only concentrate on one at a time. Multitasking also leads to increased stress and diminished quality of work. It's a significant factor in accidents and errors, such as distracted driving, which has been proven to be as dangerous as driving under the influence of alcohol. The urge to multitask is often driven by the constant distractions of modern technology, leading to a decrease in productivity and an increase in mistakes. In essence, attempting to do multiple tasks at once not only diminishes the quality of each task, but also affects overall productivity negatively. Focusing on one task at a time is the most effective way to achieve success and maintain high-quality work. 6. A disciplined life. The concept that successful people are highly disciplined is a myth. In reality, success is more about having the right habits than having extraordinary discipline. Most people already possess the discipline they need. They just need to apply it to develop the right habits. Success isn't about a continuous marathon of disciplined actions, but rather about being disciplined long enough for a specific behavior to become a habit. Achievement is the result of having the right habits. You don't need to be disciplined in every aspect of your life, just in enough areas to develop key habits. For instance, Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps showed selected discipline in his daily swim training, which became a habit and led to his extraordinary success. Once a habit is established, it requires less effort to maintain than to start, making your life simpler and freeing you up to focus on what truly matters. Building habits is a sequential process. It's more effective to focus on one habit at a time than to try to develop multiple new behaviors simultaneously. Research suggests it takes an average of 66 days to form a new habit, although this can vary depending on the complexity of the habit and the individual. In essence, you don't need to be a disciplined person to succeed. You need to use your existing discipline to develop powerful habits, focusing on one at a time. Once these habits are embedded in your life, they make everything easier and pave the way to success. 7. Willpower is always on will call. Willpower is not a constant resource and is often misunderstood as a characteristic of self-discipline. It's more like a battery that gets depleted with use and needs to be recharged. Contrary to the belief that where there's a will, there's a way, willpower is not always available on demand and diminishes throughout the day as we make decisions and exert mental effort. Research indicates that willpower is limited and is significantly affected by our cognitive load and nutrition. Simple tasks like memorizing numbers or choosing between snacks can deplete willpower, as seen in various studies. Our brain, especially the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for focus and impulse control, consumes a significant amount of energy. Foods that stabilize blood sugar over long periods are crucial for maintaining willpower. When willpower wanes, we tend to revert to our default settings or habits, which may not always be aligned with our goals. Therefore, understanding and managing our willpower, including what depletes it and how to replenish it, is crucial for success. The best strategy is to do the most important tasks first thing in the morning when willpower is at its peak. This approach ensures that willpower is used effectively for the most critical tasks, thereby increasing the likelihood of success. 8. A balanced life. The concept of a balanced life is a myth. True balance is unachievable because life constantly requires us to prioritize and focus on different things at different times. In reality, what we perceive as balance is actually the ongoing process of counterbalancing. This means giving attention to different priorities at different times rather than trying to attend to everything equally. In professional life, success often requires significant time and focus on one's primary goals, leading to periods of imbalance in other areas. In personal life, however, it's essential to maintain a tighter counterbalance, regularly attending to personal relationships, health, and leisure to maintain overall well-being. The key is not to strive for a perfect balance, which is impossible, but to prioritize effectively and adjust as needed. This approach also acknowledges that different aspects of life have different levels of resilience. Professional tasks often can be postponed or bounced back from if neglected temporarily, whereas personal relationships and health might suffer long-term damage from prolonged neglect. The art of living a fulfilling life lies in effectively managing these priorities and understanding when and where to focus your energies at any given time. 9. Big is bad. The idea that big is inherently bad is a misconception. Big opportunities can lead to greater achievements, while big problems can be more challenging to overcome. Success often requires thinking big and aiming for extraordinary results. However, many people are intimidated by the prospect of big success, fearing the pressure, stress, and potential for failure it might bring. This fear of thinking big, or megaphobia, can lead to self-imposed limitations and missed opportunities for growth and achievement. The key to overcoming this fear is to embrace the concept of thinking big as a means to unlock your potential and open doors to new possibilities. Historical examples show that progress often comes from challenging established limits and thinking beyond conventional boundaries. Success requires action informed by big thinking. This approach involves setting ambitious goals and using focused effort over time to achieve them. To think big effectively, one should avoid incremental thinking and instead ask larger questions to set higher goals. It's essential to take bold actions and not be deterred by the fear of failure. Embracing a growth mindset and learning from failures is a crucial part of the journey to success. In summary, thinking big and aiming high are essential for achieving extraordinary results and living a fulfilling life. 10. The focusing question. Andrew Carnegie, in his 1885 address to students, emphasized the importance of concentration and focus in business success. He advised dedicating energy, thought, and resources exclusively to one business line, mastering every aspect of it. This approach, he argued, is more likely to lead to success than spreading efforts across multiple ventures. Similarly, Mark Twain highlighted the importance of breaking complex tasks into smaller, manageable ones to get started on a path to success. The key to determining what to focus on lies in asking the right questions, specifically the focusing question. What's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? This question directs attention to the most impactful action that makes other tasks easier or irrelevant. It helps in identifying the primary task that will have the most significant effect on achieving goals, both in the big picture and in immediate situations. The focusing question is effective because it requires prioritizing a single task, ensuring that the chosen action is feasible and aims for the highest impact. This approach to decision-making and task management leads to extraordinary results by clarifying priorities and guiding actions toward the most effective outcomes. Asking this question regularly helps align daily actions with larger life goals, ensuring consistent progress and success. 11. The success habit. The focusing question. What's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? Is a powerful success habit. It helps identify the most important task that makes other tasks simpler or irrelevant, leading to extraordinary results. This question can be applied to various aspects of life, including spiritual life, physical health, personal life, key relationships, job, business, and finances. By framing the question to focus on specific areas, one can determine the most impactful action to take in each domain. To incorporate the focusing question into daily life and achieve extraordinary results, one must understand and believe in its effectiveness, regularly use the question to guide daily actions, develop it into a habit, which may take around 66 days, and leverage reminders and support from others to stay focused. By consistently applying this focused approach, one can achieve significant progress and success in both professional and personal areas. 12. The path to great answers. The focusing question. What's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? Is a success habit that helps identify the most crucial task in any situation. It clarifies big life goals and the necessary steps to achieve them. This process involves asking a great question that is both big and specific, setting a goal with a clear aim. The answer to this question falls into 3 categories: doable, stretch, and possibility. While doable answers are within immediate reach, stretch answers push the limits of current abilities, and possibility answers explore beyond known boundaries, often requiring new behaviors or approaches. This process involves benchmarking, using existing knowledge or models as a base, and trending, anticipating or creating new directions or solutions. This approach to goal setting and problem solving focuses on thinking big and specific, considering all possibilities and using benchmarking and trending to find the best answers for extraordinary results. 13. Live with purpose. To create an extraordinary life, use purpose to drive your actions and decisions. This concept is illustrated in Charles Dickens's A Christmas Carol, where Ebenezer Scrooge transforms from a miserly, unhappy person to a caring, fulfilled individual. Scrooge's change demonstrates that our life's direction and fulfillment are shaped by our choices and priorities. Purpose is not just about setting goals. It's about living with meaning and focusing on what's truly important. This approach to life brings happiness as a byproduct of pursuing something greater. Purpose gives strength to persevere through challenges and aligns your daily actions with your deepest values. It's about finding your big why, the driving force that motivates and excites you. To find this, start by identifying what you want your life to be about and take steps in that direction. Over time, this path may evolve, but the key is to start moving towards something meaningful. Purpose leads to fulfillment and happiness, making it essential for creating an extraordinary life. 14. Live by priority. To achieve extraordinary results, live with purpose and set priorities based on that purpose. This concept, highlighted in Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, emphasizes the importance of knowing where you want to go to determine your actions. The process of goal setting to the now is essential. It involves starting with a long-term goal and progressively narrowing down to what you should do right now. This method helps in visualizing the process rather than just the outcome, aiding in better planning and execution. Writing down your goals is crucial as it significantly increases the likelihood of achieving them. The key is to identify and focus on your one thing, the most important task or goal at any given moment, which aligns with your overall purpose and leads to extraordinary results. 15. Live for productivity. Productivity is about setting priorities, planning, and protecting your time, rather than just being busy or working long hours. Inspired by Ebenezer Scrooge's transformation in A Christmas Carol, the story shows that taking action aligned with a new purpose and priority leads to a productive life. Productivity is achieved by focusing on your most important work, the one thing, and time blocking is the most effective method to ensure this happens. To be productive, you should 1. Time block your vacation or downtime first, as it's crucial for recharge and maintaining a healthy balance. 2. Next, time block your most important work or one thing, dedicating uninterrupted hours to it, ideally early in the day. 3. Finally, time block time for planning, where you review and set goals and strategies. Effective time blocking also requires protecting these time blocks fiercely from interruptions and distractions. This can involve creating a physical and mental space free from disruptions, informing others of your unavailability during these blocks, and staying disciplined about maintaining the schedule. By connecting daily actions to your ultimate goals through strategic time blocking, extraordinary results can be achieved. 16. The 3 commitments. Achieving extraordinary results through time blocking involves 3 key commitments: pursuing mastery, moving from an entrepreneurial mindset, E, to a purposeful one, P, and living the accountability cycle. Pursue mastery. Mastery isn't about reaching an endpoint, but is a continuous journey of becoming your best. It requires a commitment to lifelong learning and continual improvement in your most important work. Consider mastery as a path of ongoing practice and refinement. Move from E to P. Start with an entrepreneurial approach using natural abilities and energy, but recognize that this has limits. To achieve breakthroughs, adopt a purposeful approach by seeking better methods, models, and systems, even if they feel unnatural. Be open to change and willing to do what it takes to get better results. Live the accountability cycle. Embrace accountability for your actions and outcomes. Accept that your decisions and actions determine your results. Regular feedback, either through self-reflection, an accountability partner, or a coach, is crucial for staying on track and making necessary adjustments. To support these commitments, find a coach or accountability partner and embrace a mindset of continuous learning and improvement. Be accountable and purposeful in your approach and focus on mastery to achieve extraordinary results. 17. The 4 thieves. The concept of focus involves choosing what not to do, as demonstrated by the 1973 Good Samaritan experiment, where seminary students were less likely to help a stranger if they were in a hurry, regardless of their task. This highlights the challenge of maintaining focus on priorities. There are 4 main productivity thieves. Inability to say no. Protecting your time and productivity means often declining requests or distractions that don't align with your main goal. It's crucial to understand that accepting additional tasks can dilute your effectiveness. Fear of chaos. Pursuing a singular goal inevitably leads to some disorder in other areas. Accepting and managing this chaos, rather than avoiding it, is essential for maintaining focus on your primary objective. Poor health habits. Neglecting personal health can significantly hinder productivity. Effective energy management, including proper nutrition, exercise, emotional well-being, and sleep, is vital for maintaining high productivity. Environment doesn't support your goals. Surrounding yourself with the right people and creating a physical environment that supports your goals are crucial for success. Both social and physical environments significantly influence your ability to focus and achieve your objectives. To address these thieves, it's important to prioritize and say no to less important tasks Accept and manage the inherent chaos in focusing on a primary goal. Maintain healthy habits and cultivate an environment that supports your goals. 18. The journey. The proverb, to get through the hardest journey we need, take only one step at a time, but we must keep on stepping, emphasizes the importance of focusing on one step at a time in any endeavor. This approach, known as the one thing, is crucial for achieving big dreams and living a large life. It involves envisioning a big life. Imagine your life at its fullest potential, including aspects like income, personal relationships, spiritual life, and career achievements. Setting ambitious goals. Write down your current income or any other starting point. Multiply it by a significant number and determine if your current actions can achieve this goal. If not, adjust your actions to align with this larger vision. Thinking big, starting small. Understand that extraordinary results start with small, focused actions. Success builds incrementally, like a chain of dominoes, each action building upon the previous one. Living without regrets. Pursue a life that minimizes regrets by focusing on what truly matters, living true to yourself, and not succumbing to the expectations of others. Understanding success is an inside job. Realize that putting your own life in order sets the stage for success in the external world. This involves aligning your purpose, priorities, and productivity. The key message is to focus on the most important thing at any given moment and consistently take steps towards your larger goals. This approach leads to a fulfilling life with no regrets.